Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 10th India Today State of States Conclave.
This is the 10th anniversary edition of the annual event, and states are awarded for their achievements in different fields of development.
In the last 10 years, we have seen the best of times and the worst of times. The year in which we first launched the State of States report, 2003, was a crucial turning point of the Indian economy. Economic growth in the financial year 2002 and 3 was just 4.4%. In the next 12 months, for the 2003 and 4, it had almost doubled to 8.4%. The period between 2003 and 2011 showed us our baseline potential in no uncertain terms. We, in fact, should aspire for more. The last 18 months have been difficult all round for the country. Instead of reform and growth, public discourse was centered on corruption and policy paralysis. India's federal structure means that some of the most crucial governance challenges have to be met by the state capitals, not New Delhi. State governments have enormous policy autonomy in sectors like agriculture, education, health, infrastructure, and of course, law and order. The purpose of India Today's State of State Awards is to recognize the top achievers in precisely these sectors. Our chief guest today, Mr. Sharad Pawar, is the Union Minister for Agriculture. Perhaps nobody in Indian politics understands the center-state dynamics better than he does. It gives me great pleasure to welcome Mr. Pawar on the 10th edition of the India Today State of States. I invite him to deliver the keynote address on the future of center-state relations in India. Thank you.
One of the positive features of our democracy has been that the center and state do collaborate with each other on matters of national importance. Thus, while we do have our political differences, the state and central have always cooperated, cutting across the party lines on important national issues, programs and schemes. Achievement of the states, even in opposition-ruled states, have won praise from the center. We must consciously make efforts to highlight these positive features of democracy and strengthen such cooperation. While the multi-party coalition government has been criticized by many as a harbinger of policy paradise, I see in it a great opportunity of conflict resolution, including center-state relations, representation of the regional parties and their effective voice in policy matters will have far-reaching effect in inclusive development of the country. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pawar. Can I please now request you and Mr. Puri to release the 10th anniversary special India Today State of States report. Thank you, everyone. And now we're going to announce the India Today State of State Awards. For that, can I also request Mr. Hemant Kanodia, Chairman and Managing Director, Shrey Infrastructure Finance Limited, to please come on stage for the ceremony. Alright, now we begin the award ceremony for the India Today State of State Awards. And first up, we are going to give the award in the category macroeconomy. Like Mr. Puri mentioned, the study has in fact seen the improvement over the last year in this category in the respective states. The big state in this particular category is Madhya Pradesh. Can I please request the Chief Minister, Mr. Shivraj Singh Chauhan, to please come on stage and accept the award.
मुझे आज बताते हुए खुशी है कि जो राज्य बीमारू राज्य कहलाता था 11वीं पंचवर्षीय योजना 11th 5-year प्लान में मैं चीफ मिनिस्टर बना था, उसके टारगेट सेट करने थे। तो हमारे सहयोगी बोले कि साहब मध्य प्रदेश की जो ग्रोथ रेट है काफी कम रही है, 5% अगर हम तय कर लेते हैं तो ठीक होगा। मैंने कहा नहीं, हमें तो डबल डिजिट में जाना है। उस समय जब मैंने डबल डिजिट में जाने की बात कही तो कई लोगों ने मजाक उड़ाया और मुझे कहा कि शिवराज तो सपने देखता है, सपनों का सौदागर है। मैंने कहा हाँ, मैं सपनों का सौदागर हूं, सपने देखता भी हूं, लेकिन सपने देखने के बाद उनको पूरा करने के लिए जी जान से काम करता भी हूं। जो सपने नहीं देखेंगे वो साकार क्या खाक करेंगे। और मुझे आज बताते हुए खुशी है कि 11वीं पंचवर्षीय योजना की एवरेज ग्रोथ रेट मध्य प्रदेश की 10.20% रही है, जो मध्य प्रदेश जैसे राज्य के लिए एक बड़ी उपलब्धि है। आपसे जाने की इजाजत चाहूंगा। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। प्रणाम, नमस्कार।
In the same category for which Madhya Pradesh won for the best big state, macroeconomy, the best small state is Goa. Can I request the Chief Minister, Mr. Manohar Parrikar, to please come on stage and accept the award. The next category of our awards is agriculture. The best small state in this category is Puducherry. Puducherry is currently battling the aftermath of Cyclone Neelam. So every official and the Chief Minister himself, in fact, is busy there. The big state winner in the category of agriculture is Tamil Nadu. And the same problem is being faced by Tamil Nadu as well. Both states extremely busy. The Chief Minister herself very busy with the relief operations. Let's move on to our next category, which is that for consumer markets. The big state in this category goes to Maharashtra. Can I please request Mr. Prithviraj Chavan to come on stage to accept the award? Applause please for the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Thank you very much. Our next category is education. The best small state for education is Sikkim. Can I request the Resident Commissioner, Mr. Arvind Kumar, to accept the award on behalf of the Chief Minister. The best big state in the category of education is Uttarakhand. Can I request the Chief Resident Commissioner of the state, Mr. Sunil Kumar Mattu, to please accept the award. Now we move to our next category, that of governance. The best small state which gets the award in this category is Goa. Can I please request Mr. Parrikar to again come on stage to receive the award. The best big state in the same category, that of governance, is Kerala. Receiving the award on behalf of the Chief Minister, Oommen Chandy, is the Chief Resident Commissioner, the Additional Resident Commissioner, Biswanath Sinha. Our next category is very important for any state. The category is health, and the award for the best small state in this category goes to Manipur. Can I request the Health Minister of the state, Mr. P. Tongson, to receive the award on behalf of the Chief Minister, Mr. Okram Ibobi Singh. In the same category of health, the best big state, the award goes to Jammu and Kashmir. Can I request the Chief Minister, Mr. Omar Abdullah, to receive the award, please? The best big state in this category of infrastructure is Maharashtra again. Mr. Chavan, can you please come on stage and accept the award? We move on to our next category, which is investment. The small state that has been given the award in this category is Mizoram. Can I please request the Chief Minister, Mr. Pu Lalthan Havla, to please come on stage and receive the award.
I would like to thank the India Today group of for honoring my state with this coveted award. It would, I am sure, make the people and the government of Mizoram proud and inspire them to perform better.
Now we are going to give the second award in the same category for the best big state in the category of investment, and that award goes to Gujarat. And the award is going to be accepted by Resident Commissioner Bharat Lal. We're going to our penultimate category now, which is that for overall performance. The best small state, which has been given the India Today State of States Anniversary Edition Award for overall performance, is Delhi. Can I please request the Chief Minister of Delhi, Ms. Sheila Dikshit, to please come on stage and receive the award. The other two awards that Delhi has bagged, the best small state for the consumer market and the best small state for infrastructure, and they've capped it off with the best overall performance in the last 1 year. In the same category, the best overall performance in the last 1 year, the Big State Award goes to Gujarat. On behalf of the Chief Minister Narendra Modi, who's busy campaigning, can I request the Resident Commissioner Bharat Lal to please accept the award. And now this is the big award of the day. The most improved state of the decade. It's a special award that has been is being given out this year because this is the anniversary edition of our conclave and the State of States report. The runner-up for the 10th anniversary award is Tamil Nadu, but unfortunately the Chief Minister and the Resident Commissioner could not make it. They are busy in relief work. The winner in the category is Himachal Pradesh. On behalf of the Chief Minister Prem Kumar Dhumal, again on the campaign trail, can I request the Chief Secretary Sudipta Roy to please accept the award. Thank you everyone. Congratulations to all the winners, and can I please request all of you now to please come on stage for a photo opportunity. Can I request all the award winners to come on stage for a photo opportunity?
Trying to attract industry to backward areas, trying to go to precision agriculture, so the agriculture production goes up, and wherever you use drip irrigation techniques, the agriculture has grown manyfold. We have a strong cooperative sector. It had gone into difficulty. We are trying to strengthen it with discipline so that cooperatives become strong. There's zero interest rate loans to farmers, and also almost increasing in the crop output from 12,000 crores crop loans 2 years back when I took over to 25,000 crore crop loan to farmers. I think there is a huge change in horticulture, in precision farming, which is now increasing the agriculture income in the state. Agriculture only contributes 10-11% to state's GDP, while services contribute a huge amount to the state GDP. The IT sector is doing well. We are focusing on biotechnology sector. I think Maharashtra will continue to be the leading industrial state, but the challenges of backward regions of the state are daunting, and we have to have special policies both at the state level and with the help of central government. And I'm sure central government will come forward and help us to shape those policies for developing backward areas. Thank you.
We are a city which has nothing which belongs to itself. We get our weather from Kashmir. If it is cold in Kashmir and it snows in Kashmir, we feel cold. If the Rajasthan deserts get a storm, we get a storm. And if the other areas are dry, we get it dry. Our rivers come from way back from the Himalayas down here. So really speaking, nothing really belongs to Delhi where its natural resources or its natural makeup is concerned. So we import everything. So here, but we are the capital. Everybody expects us to be the best, and we've tried all these years to make it really the best. Our aspiration has not only been that we make Delhi the nicest city in India, we also want to compete with other cities, capital cities of the world, to each according to his needs. And I think that is the real essence of democracy, that we make the slogan as the touchstone of a successful democracy, where each gets what he or she needs. Thank you very much.
You're a hat-trick Chief Minister, a very rare breed. There's another gentleman who a lot of surveys say is on the verge of a hat-trick, Narendra Modi. That's what the surveys predict. In terms of the secret of electoral success, do you think the two of you have anything in common?
I hope not. I really hope not. For instance, I would never have made the kind of remark that was made about a lady. I mean, it belongs to a different school of thought. All that I can say as a politician, all the best to him.
Right, thank you, ma'am. I know
Thank
you have
you
to
very
leave.
much.
Thanks very much for joining us. Civil society movements and all, which are probably not so centered in Goa, but in bigger places like Delhi or Bombay. Do you not worry about them at all? Do you think you're
personally, I have no worry, because I'm so clear. I don't even use a small thing from the government. I don't travel business class. I travel economy class, so-called cattle class. Those who are guilty should be punished. Destroying the credentials of political class as such. There might be corrupt people in every political setup. I think that is damaging.
Perhaps no state is more challenging to govern in India than Jammu and Kashmir. And when Mr. Abdullah took over, he was just 38, and just before we came in, we were discussing how militancy and violence has actually fallen to an all-time low in Jammu and Kashmir. So a lot of progress there. But still, he's going to talk to us about how difficult it is to govern and deliver progress in a state where there's social turmoil. Mr. Abdullah.
We've had difficulties in 2008, to a limited extent 2009, to a large extent in 2010. We've had 2 good years in 2011 and 2012, but I have a lot of friends who would like to see nothing more than a return to the bad old days in 2013. And therefore the challenge for me will continue to remain, and for my government will continue to remain, that we extend this period of relative calm and normality that has prevailed over the last 2 years for at least the next 2 years, so that we can go into an election in 2014 with a fair amount of delivery under our belt, with, I hope, greater confidence in systems, greater confidence in institutions, and on the whole, a more peaceful place. This year, fortunately, we've had more than 11 lakh tourists visit the valley. This has never happened before. Even in the heydays of peace in Jammu and Kashmir, we've never had these kind of numbers. So you have about 11 lakh tourists, about more than 5 lakh Amarnath Yatris. So you're talking about more than 1.5 million visitors to Kashmir Valley this year alone. Something has to be going right for these people to come there and holiday and go back as satisfied as I hope most of them have gone back. Thank you very much for recognizing our achievements in the health sector. Hopefully one day we'll also be able to compete for some of the more glamorous awards. Thank you all very much.